up to our custody trial. So we're getting closer and closer to the custody trial. She filed a contempt of court saying I was harassing her. The next exhibit, which is Exhibit U, it just shows how Sadia's mom constantly blocks my number and won't respond to any messages. So on Messenger on March 29th, can you let me know something because you were supposed to be picking her up at 3:15. There's no school and I haven't heard anything from you. I was supposed to be somewhere at 6:30. Will she be going home on the van today? And then May 30th, can you let me know something? Dee I had keep Dee Dee on my calendar yesterday, but I was thinking I wrote that because there was no school. Then I seen the old messages showing you asked me to keep her on Memorial Day. I haven't heard anything from you at all, so I'm prepared to go pick her up from school today. Hopefully, I don't get a phone call saying no one's there to get her off the van. But regardless, I'm making plans now. But it would be nice to hear something so I don't have to be on standby. Are you getting her off the van today? Then I said, could you have Sadia call me, please, or just let me know that she's home and okay? I don't get why no response to all my messages. I haven't heard anything. I'm over here worrying, thinking something's wrong. Then she says, text went outside. This is the following day after sending her these messages. And I said, what do you mean? And May 31st, she said, I sent a text at 1:39 stating to pick up Sadia at my mom's house and to text when you are outside. And I said, you must have sent that to the wrong person because I didn't get any text message from you for weeks. She says, your name is David Thurston, and that's who the message was sent to. And I said, sorry that I didn't get it. Can you screenshot it and resend it then, please? I feel like Sadia is always being put through so much unnecessary stress. I used to have an issue with the way that Sadia's mom maintained her hair, and it seemed like she would only redo her hair like 2 to 3 times a year. I took it out a few times and would just brush it and keep it in a ponytail. And, that's what would motivate her a lot of times to do her hair. So on June 9th, I spent 5 hours taking her hair out. Her hair was like dreaded. And on June 10th, we went in and we got her hair done. She got her hair done and it was really nice and she really liked the hairstyle. And that was like a hour and a half process. Monday, June 12th, when she got home, and as soon as she got home, her mother had took out all of her hair. And she sent me this message saying, don't have anyone do Sadia's hair anymore. I will do it because now she got bumps and stuff from the hair being tight. And that's why I stopped going to hairstyles because your hair gets cut up afterwards. So I'll do her hair only from now on. Before sending me this, she called me and wanted to know who did her hair. And I explained to her the same person that does my hair. And she actually used to go to her, her Sadia's mother and her whole family used to go to the same person to get their hair done as well. So, I went to someone who is like a mutual friend. Like we all know this person. So that's when she sent me the text message right after we hung up the phone, and she says, "Don't have anyone do Sadia's hair anymore. I will do it because now she got bumps and stuff from the hair being tight, and that's why I stopped going to the hairstylist because your hair gets cut up afterwards. So I'll do her hair only from now on." So rather than just loosening out the bottom of it where she's saying like there's bumps from it being too tight, she takes all of her hair out. And Sadia just sat through 5 hours of me taking her hair out and then another hour and a half of getting her hair done. So on June 14th, when she came back to me, I said, I just spent money and time to get her hair done. I could have loosened out the back so that it wouldn't been tight and let her know not to do it tight towards the bottom if she ever gets it done again. It literally took me 5 hours to take her hair out because of how long it hasn't been done. Then we spent another 2 hours getting it done. She loved that hairstyle. She picked it out and said, pretty. She sat through so much getting it done, getting it taken out and redone. I'm mad that you took it out.